Okay, I gotta do another really quick because they're not here yet. Okay. I'm sorry I mess with my hair all the time. I don't know why. I don't know why, but I do. Because it's driving me crazy. I'm trying to let my bangs grow out, and that just makes me crazy. And I like my hair short. I don't like to mess with it. So I got it growing out. I can't even stand it. I have to have a haircut. It's just, but I'm the last one, you know. I can't stand messing with my hair. I can't stand what's in my eyes or nothing. I don't like to mess with it. I use the round brush and blow dryer, and that's it. So, except on the days I don't wash it, I will tell you, I use some dry shampoo. My daughter, sneak in and get from my daughter. She's got all kinds of stuff in there. Anyway, I have to tell you really quickly. Highlight of my week last week. Was it last week? First of this week, actually. One of my older brothers, who he and I used to be really, really close, and we're on the same page with the Lord. You know what's going on. We're always watching. Feel the same way about Israel. I mean, we're the same across down the line. I haven't talked to him in a long time. And I mean, I knew he was still tight in the Lord, but just wasn't into it. You know. I mean, I kind of like went this way, and he just kind of stayed right here. But I knew he was still here. But I just kind of went woo. It was part of the week. I got to talk to him. Talked to him like an hour on the phone. I got to tell him everything. I said, you have no idea what's happened, you know. Wanna. He sat and listened to all. He got it. I'm so happy because, it's been on my heart so long, and I really wanted to tell him. Because if anybody understood, well, no, he's the second one in my family, but I mean, I knew this brother would. I knew he would. I just couldn't, we couldn't get together to talk, and we talk all the time. And I understand he's busy, and he had knee surgery, and I don't like talking on the phone, so I understand. But we did. We had a nice long talk. I told him everything. He got it. He understood. So that was great. I really, really loved that. Okay, now, everybody's going through a really, really hard time right now. Your whole worlds are falling apart. I know that. Okay, I mean, from losing just everything. It seems like every day you wake up to, what's today going to hold? I mean, it's going to be, I mean, it's just every day, okay? And you want to stay positive, and you think, okay, well, he's got a reason. I understand that he does, okay? I know it's hard because remember, it's your flesh fighting. It's your flesh fighting your spirit. Your spirit, got to be led by your spirit, okay? Got to be led by your spirit, not the flesh. It's really torn right now. You're going to be really in torment over this because your flesh is rising up here because it's about to die for forever. So, but your spirit, you got to let your spirit lead you. Got to let your spirit lead you, and got to walk in the spirit now. See, that's walk in that spirit, okay? Especially now. I've already lost everything, so hey, I mean, I did. I already lost everything. You know what I learned? Guess what? I may not have. I mean, we all go to different places, but who knew Dollar General would be my best friend? Who knew that? I'm like, oh, I can get that at Dollar General and before, no. It's not that I didn't not go there. I just went other places. You know what I mean? I went more expensive places because I knew I could afford it. I'll go get that. That one's better. I'll just, if you're going to buy something, buy the most expensive one or one that's going to do you. Okay. I'm going to tell you, but now in my poor years, I can't even tell you the difference, okay? Except, the coffee machine, the Keurig. I mean, that, but, who knew? I'm like, no, I'm going to Dollar General for that. I'm going to Dollar General for that. I'm going to the dollar store for that. Oh, no, don't get that there. That's dollar store. It's got $1. I mean, so funny. So funny. My daughter, Mom, that's only $20. Mom, that's only $30. It's only $40. I go, and I'm like, I was staring at that coffee, the regular kind of coffee pot the other day at the store, and it was like, $19.99 or $22.99, or I was at Walgreens, and it was like, I don't know, $19.99. I'm thinking, I think Dollar General has that for $14.99 or $12.99. I mean, so, and my thing is, too, I was a believer and get your money's worth. If you're going to buy clothes, listen, I can't tell you, people won't believe this. You can go to Macy's or Dillard's, hit their off season. This is what I did. Even when I had money, this is what I did. I mean, I bought plenty, not on sale, and shame on me. Got spanked for that, wasting all that money on all that silly stuff. But, you know, I bought enough. But I also hit the sales. Okay, coming up like in February and March. Oh, 75, 80% off. And then they'll have a day where they have like 40% off of that. I get all my kids' name brand clothes, you know, for $6 a shirt or $5 or $4.75 and so I would buy off season is how I did that. I bought off season. And then again in into July, but in August, mid-August to 1st of September. Now they probably do it sooner. Okay, now I think it's probably sooner, but that's how I bought. But and I buy for my house that way too. So I believe in buying, you know, good clothes that'll last you, and it depends how you take care of them, how you wash them. You know, I don't put none of my pants. I know I'm getting off subject here, but I'll hone it back in. I don't put none of my jeans or anything in the dryers. I've had my jeans 15 years, my favorite ones. People have no idea, and they'll ask me, "Oh my God, where'd you get those?" I go, "Oh, I got these like 15 years ago." I mean, I've added new ones in there since then, right? But I've learned to shop at consignment stores. I own consignment stores, so I know it's there. I know the most fabulous, wonderful things that come in there. I know how much these women have not wore them. I know how much those really are. And see, that's the thing is, when you don't really know how much a certain pair of jeans cost, and they're there for $18, grab those $18 jeans, because I'm telling you what, they're like $150 jeans. Or if there's a shirt there for $10, I'm telling you, it's probably a $100 shirt. Okay, so you just don't realize that. I gotta turn my water off. Wait a minute. Okay, sorry. You just don't realize that. So, not that I didn't ever, this is not a knock against Walmart or nothing like that. Trust me on this, nothing. My kids were hard on clothes. My daughter especially hard on clothes. She'll wear her clothes out. So I knew if I bought her good clothes, it wasn't that she wasted them. She wore them until this day. She doesn't, it's not where she gets something. You know, if she likes something, it doesn't matter what it costs. Cheap or expensive. She likes it, she'll buy it. But she knows how she wears her clothes. So she'll wait for sales. She does. She waits for sales, and she got these coupon things, and she's you know, she waits for those sales. But she's hard on her clothes, and she wears them. So she doesn't go out and just, you know, buy cheap clothes just to have them. She won't do that because she knows how much she wears them. So sometimes if she has to pay a little bit extra more, she will, but she will wear them way longer than the other ones, you know. And I'm a firm believer in that. You know, I'd be at Walmart or something and buy my kids an outfit, but I'd wash it one time and it lose all of its whatever. Well, I just waste it, and they're not cheap anymore. Okay, so I just spent, you know, $20 on that when I could have had one from over here that I could have washed 15 times before it even took that shape. See what I mean? So. But people don't realize that. They just don't realize it. But it's true. So watch those sales. Oh my gosh. But it's just how you wash them. You gotta take care of them. You gotta hang them to dry. And you want to keep them, hang them to dry. Don't just store everything in that dryer. You know, just don't do it. And see, I buy classic clothes that's gonna last me. You know, so anyway, that's what I did. So when I became poor, I mean, clothes I had. I was okay. Things like that didn't worry me. Where am I going to go? What am I going to do? Okay. So even if I had to go back out to work, I'd know where to go. I would hit consignment stores, straight up hit consignment stores before I'd go to a store and buy anything. Oh, absolutely. Consignment stores. But I'm like the most frugal person now you'd ever meet, which is so hard for people to believe because I'm like, oh, here, you know, oh, going out to eat, never go out to eat. My daughter takes me out to eat, and I'm like, she's like, what do you want? I'm like, I don't know. I'm like, then I started realizing how much money she was spending eating out. How much money I must have spent eating out. Okay? Wow. Do I miss it? No. No. Because I don't live to eat. I eat to live. It's a big difference. It's just changes. What you have to do is changes. You think you're going to die, you're not. You're not going to die. You think you're going to miss something, you're not. Okay? You're not. And you know, you realize what he didn't want. He didn't want you to covet these things. And what he's doing is he's taking these things out of your life, okay? He's taking these things out of your life bit by bit, or bam. First of all, he's pulling you away. He doesn't want you to covet any of that. Those are heavenly those are earthly things, not heavenly treasures, okay? Because now, you're stacking your treasures up there, up there, up there. Deny yourself here, because it's going up there, okay? It's going up there. And those things up there, they're never going to shrink in the dryer, okay? Never. Never going to shrink in the dryer. So, and he wants everybody to depend on him, okay? This is around the world. This is across the board. This is happening to every true believer I know. Everybody who's walking, to the Lord, losing everything. Losing everything. I mean, we're talking day to day, not know if you're going to eat, not know what you're going to have. It's just everybody. So if you think you're alone, you're not. If you think you're alone, you're not. You think you're alone, you're not. No, 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 no. It's the whole group, okay? Worldwide. First of all, he wants you to depend on him. He wants you to get used to that. Turn to him. Get your faith going, because that's going to show your true faith, your belief faith. I had to have some faith. I tell you what, I had to have some faith. And I knew I had to go to him. I had to depend on him every day, every single day, for all of my needs, everything. Everything. And when you're used to depending on yourself, it's hard to do, because you start to panic, you start to cry, you start to wonder, and you're not used to that. Because we're just made, our flesh, it's our flesh says, oh no, that's not going to happen. He's not, oh, no, you're going to starve. You are going to be hungry tomorrow. What are you going to do? You're going to be hungry, No. So he's pulling the rug out from everybody. He's allowing it to happen. He's allowing it to happen. He may even, be causing it himself. But if he's allowing it to happen, it's just because he wants you to depend on him. He wants you to get used to this. He's strengthening you. He's strengthening your faith for what is about to come. Okay? So what's about to come? If you don't have any faith in him just giving you these needs every day, and he says, oh, look what I feed the birds. Look at the flowers. Look how I clothe them. Would I not give you how much more? Really? You have to remember these things. So he's wants you every day to just wake up and, okay, Lord, I don't know how it's going to go, but I give you my day. Here it is. I give it to you. Give you all my needs. Give you all my burdens. Here you go. I know you're going to make it for me. I know you're going to make it work. But you have to believe it. Okay? You can say it till you're blue in the face. But you got to believe it. Okay? That's what he wants you to believe. How are you going to stand firm in your footing in these what's coming next if you can't stand firm now? If you can't believe he's going to give you these little things too, how are you going to believe he's going to give you those big things? You understand? See how this connects? You've got to believe in the little miracles to believe in the big one. You got to believe in the little gifts to believe in the big gifts. You wonder why you're not getting those big gifts? You're not believing the little gifts. Or you're not seeing the little gifts. Okay? So, don't think, again, enemy attacks, bang, ba-bang, ba-bang, ba-bang. It's right on in there too, grouped in there too, grouped in there too. Okay? And if he's allowing all this change and withdraw from your life, because that's what he's doing, he's withdrawing that. If he's allowing it, it's to bring you closer to him, for you to have faith. It's hard. It's hard because, we're used to depending on ourselves. He's like, who are you? You're really nobody as far as power-wise. You only have what I give you. You understand? He does. We're only allowed to have everything we have on this earth is only because he's allowed it. We think because we worked hard for it. We bought it. We saved the money for it. That's our ego. That's our pride. But it's not about that. He can give it and he can take it away. And that's what he does. That's what he does. Job. We're all going through the book of Job too. I keep going back to Job. Job. Oh, I feel your pain, Job. I do feel your pain, Job. So it's going to be Job on many levels. Also, good and faithful servant, right? So there's just a mixture of things. But know if it's allowed, and he's allowing it, and he is allowing it because it's happening to everybody, He's not left you or forsaken you. He's strengthening you, and he's you don't see it, but he's giving you a gift. He really is. But he wants you to stand strong in your faith, because if you can't stand strong with him doing this, how are you gonna stand strong when he really needs you to in faith, full faith, full faith, full faith. So that's what you have to do. That's exactly what you have to do. But you can't say, okay, Lord, here you go. I know you got blah blah blah. And then, an hour later, sit and fester and worry on it inside. He hears you. He feels it. He knows. You took it back. You took it back. You don't have faith in him because you're worrying about it. You're talking about it. You've emailed about it. You've made a call about it. You've done whatever about it. But instead of saying, oh yeah, but I know he's got me. That's all right. I'm just waiting for the Lord to give him. I'm just waiting for the Lord to put my food by the front door. Oh no, I'm just waiting. No, he's going to feed me today, so I'm going to have something. I don't know what it is. Surprise basket. You just have to wait on the Lord's surprise baskets every day. Basically, is what we have to do, because we never know what's going to be in them. But but thank God now, at least I'm wearing a pair of comfortable shoes, as far as Gump says. While I'm waiting. And that's what it's like. It's like wearing those comfortable shoes while you're waiting. So you have to do that. You have to do that. But he's taken away from everybody. Taken away from everybody. So you're gonna have to depend on him and go to him, and you're gonna have to stand in it. You're gonna have to stand in it. Again, he wants us out of the world. He doesn't want us to covet anything. Okay? And again, if you need hints on how to be poor, I'm here. I can tell you. I can show you. If you had a lot of money, now you're poor, show you, okay? Whatever it is, I'm telling you. And I'm so over it. I'm telling Dollar General, I love it. I mean, not all the time, because not all the time that's stuff I want, but, food's kind of old sometimes, but wow. I'm like, no, that's 30 cents more than that. No, I'm going to have to get this one. I was never like that before. But thing is, I know what I have in my hand. I know how much I have to spend, okay? And if I don't respect what I have in my hand to spend, what he's allowed me to spend, and I continually, overspend my gift, because he knows this is how much I have and this is how much I can make it with. That's what allowed to me, see? What you have in your hand is what's allowed to you for that time or for that day. But if you're wishing for every other thing other than what's in your budget, see, you're not concentrating on what you're needed. He's giving you enough for your needs, not your wants. Okay, you got enough in your hand for your needs, but not for your wants. But your flesh is going to what you want. It's going to what you want. Okay, if I get this and I get this, I get this and this. Did it for a long time. Can I tell you, they hated when I got up to the checkout anywhere, any store, because I was the lady that put back everything. I was so Deborah Winger in Tears of Endearment. Tears. Yeah, Tears of Endearment. Well, you know what I'm saying. When she's up there and she don't have enough money. She don't have enough money, and she starts having to put back the groceries. That's me. That's me. That's me. I don't need that. Okay, take that. I don't need that. That's ketchup. Okay, I don't need that. No, I need the ketchup. I have to have ketchup. I don't know. No, okay, but I don't need that. No, take that. I'll get that next time. Take that next time. This is me every single time. Not anymore, but it was. Because my wants overrode my needs. But then when I got to the checkout, reality set back in of what I needed, not what I wanted. Okay? Now, if you want to be like me, okay, and get up there and I don't need that. Okay, take that, but give me that candy bar, because I'm going to have that candy bar. So give me that candy bar. I will give me that candy bar. That is a need. I need that candy bar. But, I mean, the other things, and it's hard. It's hard to do. It's silly stuff. It's like, they have Tide on sale. $5 cheaper. I've got but I've got, Purex, okay? They got Tide on sale, but I just bought a whole thing of Purex because, it was $5 for that whole great big thing, and that's $18, but it's $5 off today. I should get that. That's $5 off. I should get that. But now I just bought this whole thing of Purex that I already got. I only used it, one load out of it. these are the things I put up, and I'm like, I'm going to get it because then another time I'm like, no, take the Tide back. I don't really need the Tide. You want the Tide, but you don't need the Tide because you got the Purex. See? This is what I battled this all the time. All the time. They were like, oh, please, wait on this woman. She's going to put everything back in her cart. I was like, grocery store, same way. Can I have 2 carts, please? Because I'm going to put stuff to put back, you know. My needs and my wants. But see, the thing is, if I don't use wisely, if I don't use wisdom that he has given me, and on this blessing that he has given me, if I don't use this blessing wisely, he's given me just the amount that I need for my needs, okay? But if I'm using it for what I want, there's another lesson there. See? You don't want to have to go back through that lesson again, do you? You don't want to have to go through that lesson. So, understand, okay? If you do have a blessing, and you got this much, use it for what for your needs, not your wants. I have to go through another blessing. We have to do this every day. I have to do this every day. I have to do this every day. Okay? Every day. I mean, yeah, it doesn't mean I may be poor, and I'm okay with it. I really am. I'm okay with it, But it doesn't mean there's still things that I don't want. Okay? But I'm always afraid. If I don't get the things I need, then I won't even get the things I need. But then getting home, it's like, what did I get that for? What did I buy that for? What did I buy? I'm not even going to use it right now. But in the store, I was going to use that today when I get home. I was going to start on that. Oh, yeah, I'm making that thing. I need to have that. Oh, they got those on. Oh, I need them. I need 2 of those. Really? It's still in the box from the last time. Never even did it. See how we think? It's our flesh. It's our flesh. So, if you're going through this, gotcha. I know. But it's okay. It's all right. They have got so much stuff out there for people who can't afford anything now. Can't. What a treat it is to go to Taco Bell. I mean, not Taco Bell, but Jack in the Box. You can get the 2 tacos for $1. $5 worth. I need $5 worth of those tacos. That's so when my daughter's taking me out, I'm like, I could go buy Jack in the Box and get those 2 tacos. I can get 4 tacos for $2. This meal is going to cost $30. $2, $30. $2, $30. My mind's doing the whole time now. Because I know. It's you think you can't do it. You think you can't live without those things. Oh, trust me, you can. You can. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Just so you're used to it. You're not used to it. Your flesh. You gotta live in the spirit. Spirit's gotta come out first. So you gotta be guided by the spirit, not the flesh. Okay? I hope I didn't forget anything, because it's really what I talked about. I hope I didn't leave anything out. Thanks. I hope I helped. See you soon.